Good morning. Welcome to our Wednesday webinar. Today is October 17th, and this is Julie Grimmets. Back with me is Glenda Robichaux, and we are here to talk about turmeric.
Awesome. Part of me wants to sing Reunited. Sorry. Julie and I have been apart for 2 weeks on this webinar, and I'm so glad to have you back, my dear.
Oh, same.
So on our agenda is, of course, our amazing October promotions. Then we are going to dive into turmeric today, teach you a little bit about one of our brand new oils, and close with our upcoming events.
So before we get into that, this month's promo, we've got a 10% off item. Our item in October is Terrazyme. Terrazyme is a wonderful blend of digestive enzymes, and they, as I'm learning so much more about digestive enzymes, not only do they help you to break down the food that you eat so that those nutrients are more readily absorbed, but if you have any stomach issues with taking our vitamins or supplements, the Terrazyme can help those get absorbed faster and easier also. And it helps your joints as well. It helps from calcium buildup that might occur in the joints. So make sure that you're taking your Terrazyme because it's super important, and 10% off is a pretty good deal.
It's one of my must-haves every day. I just love it, and especially if I'm traveling or going out to eat. Sometimes I just keep the whole bottle in my purse.
I don't go for the whole bottle, just a little baggie. But.
And then this month, we have this incredible offer. So with any 200 PV order, you are going to get this beautiful car diffuser and 3 citrus oils, a red mandarin, clementine, and kumquat. And I am just super pumped to have these. What an awesome gift. And it's you can get this up to a limit of, I believe, 4 times. So let's say that you, it's the middle of the month, maybe you did your order already and you already got one 200 PV order. You can do another one this month. And then that's also the same, like if you have a 400 PV order, make sure to split those up into 2 200 orders so you get 2 of them. This would also make a great holiday gift for someone. If you know anybody that's in their car a lot, traveling, this diffuser fits in a cup holder. And it's got a USB cable on it, so I know a lot of cars now are retrofitted with USB ports. Otherwise, I know they sell those cigarette lighter inserts that have a USB on them, so certainly lots of ways to make this diffuser work for you. And then yesterday, we were on our way to a class, and one of my gals was like, well, wouldn't the diffuser work plugged into a computer? Well, sure. This would be a great user to have possibly at work at your desk too. So awesome offer. And those 3 citrus oils just smell absolutely beautiful. Citrus oils are my favorite to diffuse, but I don't know if you want to add anything else, my dear.
Glenda, I was just thinking next week, we should just do a red mandarin kumquat class webinar.
Oh, that sounds fun. Done.
Yeah, perfect. So stay tuned next week. We'll tell you all about red mandarin and kumquat.
Because we're fun like that.
We are.
Alrighty.
Turmeric. Our oil of the week is turmeric. When they released these at convention last month, this was, I think, one of the biggest roars that I heard from our group.
Mm-hmm.
Turmeric is an herb, a spice that has been gaining more and more steam in the natural health food world because it has such amazing properties to it. And I just feel so blessed that we have the opportunity to have it in its oil format for such ease and availability. So a little bit about turmeric. This is actually sourced from both India and Nepal. And what I love about doTERRA is that they are so conscientious about their sourcing and really make sure that the plant matter, the plant material that they're getting is so clean and so pure, but also with such therapeutic benefits to it. So they really go through all of the testing to make sure that they are finding the best available on the market. And the part of the plant that this comes from is actually the rhizome. So it's similar in appearance to like a ginger root, only it's bright orange on the inside.
Mm-hmm.
And so the distillation methods they use is a steam distillation. And it has a very warm, spicy, earthy, woody aroma to it. I'm not quite certain I like the aroma so much, but it's definitely got a little spiciness. So as Glenda offers every week, I'm going to invite you to take a drop of your turmeric oil in your hand. Rub your palms together, cup them over your nose and mouth, and take a nice deep inhale.
It's earthy.
It's super earthy. I had a friend of mine say it smells kind of like campfire.
Oh, I had somebody else mention that too. Mm-hmm.
So it's not one that I think I would wear as a perfume, maybe per se, but after our webinar today, I hope that you will recognize some of its amazing health benefits that you can use it aromatically, internally, and topically for.
So some of the key benefits that turmeric offers is it's a natural tissue support. It increases antioxidant capacity within the body. It also helps sustain cardiovascular health, supports and preserves brain function. That's huge. Because of that, it's a neuroprotective. So this has got some very powerful benefits to using it. And for instance, with like increased antioxidant capacity within the body, that's going to come with taking the oil internally. I think most of those actually, well, tissue support that could be using topically, but taking it internally is really going to be a powerhouse within the body.
One of the things that I've been doing application-wise in my massage practice is I've actually been using it, especially for people that have some peripheral nerve issues, where maybe their hands and feet aren't getting enough feeling to them or enough circulation. Because of its neuroprotective properties, I've been using it in massaging the extremities. So it might be a really good additive to your nightly hand lotion or your nightly foot cream.
That's an awesome idea. I didn't even think about that.
So a couple other ways that you can use it. As Glenda said, a drop or two internally will be one of its most powerful uses as far as its antioxidant properties go. You can use it topically to calm tissue irritation. I've seen some great recipes, and I haven't tried it yet, but I've seen some great recipes for putting it into like a face cream. I have used the yarrow palm, and we'll talk a little bit more about that one as our webinars progress. But the yarrow palm is really fantastic for the skin as well. So adding that, the turmeric and the yarrow palm, topically to your skincare regime might be a really fantastic way to get these oils into your system as well.
And something else just to think about is I was at a class last night and we were doing speed oiling, and I was at the emotional aromatherapy table. And I thought back to when we were introduced to those emotional blends and how they were so unique. I feel like every time we get new essential oils, it's almost like meeting a new friend, and it takes a lot of time to kind of get to know them and see what they're all about and find out how you want to use them. And I think that I'm currently at the stage of, I'm still trying to meet turmeric, figure out what she's all about. So I hope that doesn't sound too cheesy, because I mean it truly. There's just so much to learn about these oils, but you kind of have to take it at your own pace too and see what resonates with you and which oil you really want to get to know and how you can use it. So just a little thought for the morning.
Well, I think that's a great reminder for any of our essential oil students, for lack of a better word. Anytime that you're wanting to explore a new oil, you know, that's one of the things that I love about these webinars, Glenda, is it gives us an opportunity to sit and explore our new oils and dive deeper in them. So anytime you're wanting to explore a new oil, I encourage you to dive into the books, but open the bottle. Try it in all of the different applications, you know, put it in your skincare, put it on your after shower spray.
Add a drop to your smoothie.
Yeah, water bottle, or find some fun recipes to incorporate it with.
All right, so moving along. So some of these are slides from the convention we went to in September, and the main chemical component or constituent in turmeric oil is turmerones. And something they really wanted us to take away was that it readily absorbs and can easily act on cellular membranes. So it's very, when we use this oil, it's very bioavailable to our body, and our body kind of goes, ooh, I like this. I know what to do with this. So yeah.
Ooh.
Ooh.
So some of the primary benefits and uses of turmeric. And we've talked about some of these as we've gone along so far, but it helps to support healthy glucose and lipid metabolism. That is huge.
Mm-hmm.
They enhance cellular antioxidant enzymes, helps to support healthy nervous and cellular function, has been shown to increase curcumin potency and absorption. You know, a lot of people are using the turmeric powder, but one of the things that we had learned is that the oil is actually far more bioavailable. So it will help your body to absorb it and utilize it more proficiently and faster. Where was I? Okay, it may promote healthy immune function and response. When diffused, turmeric provides an emotional lift and may help improve mood. Supports clean and healthy looking skin while reducing the appearance of blemishes. And some ways that you can use it: take it internally for daily antioxidant support and improve immune response. As a metabolic support, use turmeric when trying to get back on track. So I think this would be a really fantastic one to use with your Slim and Sassy oil to help maybe reach some of those New Year's resolution goals, or
Yes.
After the holidays, or trying to help get through the holidays.
Mm-hmm.
When needed, use turmeric as a spot treatment or an overall face mask to help reduce the appearance of blemishes for a healthy looking overall glow. Diffuse turmeric or put a drop or two into your hand and inhale to promote feelings of positivity and improve mood. After strenuous activity, incorporate turmeric into your recovery routine for a soothing experience.
So possibly applying some turmeric before putting on some deep blue rub.
You know, I was just thinking that this would be a fun addition to making your own salve.
Oh, yes.
You could totally do some turmeric, some deep blue, maybe a little copaiba in there.
Mm-hmm. That's a really good idea.
I think we might have to have a DIY coming up.
Yes. I love it.
So when we look at emotional usage of our essential oils, there's a book that Glenda and I have grown to know, love, memorize, and really incorporate into our daily oil usage. And unfortunately, because of the newness of these essential oils into our world, we don't actually have a reading of turmeric from that book. But one of the beautiful things when you start to study plants and you start to study essential oils is that we can take a look at the chemical properties of the oils and where they come from in nature. And it gives us an indication, an opportunity to read or interpret the essential oils in a way that we may be able to do so on our own, as opposed to needing Daniel McDonald and his amazing. So one of the things that you can do with turmeric, and we talked about this on the last slide, is putting it into a diffuser if you need that emotional lift or you want to improve your mood. Its warm, spicy nature can help you feel like you're engulfed in a big hug. The rhizome that we get our essential oil from, it's a root, right? So it's embedded deep into the earth. And so when you think about having a plant, having an oil come from that root, from that plant matter, think about how supportive and grounding it is going to be, to offer to you. So if you're needing that rooted nature, grab some of our root oils, whether it be turmeric or ginger or vetiver. Some of those root oils can be really, really grounding. I have a client of mine who is in the process of not only selling her home of 40 years and moving into a condo, but also buying a winter home in Florida. And so she's got all kinds of crazy movement going on in her life, and it's all good. But what I find fascinating as a body worker is that oftentimes what's happening to us in our environmental world affects our physical being. So for her, her roots were not grounded, and her legs were what was taking the toll. And so she came to me on the table and having issues with her feet and with her legs. And when you look at what's going on in her life, you know, like I said, she's totally uprooting everything that she's known for the last 40 years and moving on. So grabbing some turmeric oil, some ginger, we use that with black pepper on her feet and on her ankles, and it helped tremendously. So I encourage you to look at your essential oils, take a peek at where they show up in nature, and get a little creative because it's so fun to explore.
And I am mesmerized by this photo. It's just so beautiful. It's just really pretty. So turmeric blends really well with other spice oils like cinnamon, ginger, cardamom, wild orange, grapefruit, ylang ylang are also great for blending. So this would be a good one to add, you know, for some of the holiday. It's fun to kind of diffuse lots of spicy oils in the winter, help keep us warm. This would be a great addition to those.
So I was playing around with this last night, and I did turmeric, cinnamon, and wild orange in a diffuser. And then this morning I was adding turmeric and cheer, our cheer blend.
Ooh.
So some fun ways to get that aromatic component of turmeric added to some of our more common loves for the diffuser.
Yes.
Fun fact. So turmeric, just like ginger, is known for its edible roots. But what's super fun is that all parts of that beautiful turmeric plant that was on the picture previous, they're all edible, including the flowers and the leaves.
Oh, that's cool.
I know, isn't that cool? I have not been over to India, but I would love, you know, they're so creative in their food. I would love to see if they utilize that.
Huh. That's fun. Fun fact.
Fun fact. Now, this is a recipe that I found for golden turmeric milk. And because of its healing properties, so many people are using turmeric on a daily basis, whether it is in supplement form or adding it to oatmeal. I love to add it to potatoes, the ground powder. And so I found this recipe. Any milk, a little water if you'd like, ground turmeric and honey, and then you boil that down, place it over low heat, lightly simmer, not boil, excuse me. And you can add a drop of cinnamon or star anise oil. Now, because I'm lazy, I have just found that a drop of turmeric and a drop of cinnamon with a little dollop of coconut oil into my coffee in the morning is fantastic. It's a great way to get that daily turmeric oil in, and I think it tastes great.
I'll have to give that a try.
Yeah.
Sounds delightful. I have had a golden milk latte before, and it was delicious.
Sounds delicious.
And you could also could swap out maple syrup for the honey too. Because I think the latte I had maple syrup, coconut oil, steamed milk, and a shot of espresso and the turmeric powder. It was so yummy. So yummy. But play around with them. Have fun. Get the oils out. Mix it up. See what you like.
Oh, and you know what we did not talk about? I think this is our last turmeric slide, but we did not talk about how you can get turmeric right now.
Oh my goodness. We did not.
It's available by itself if you want to purchase it alone. Or if you want to get some amazing products and save some money, it's available in our post-convention Dream 2018 Tour Kit. So when you are ordering in your back office, you can, your shopping cart area, just type into the search bar Dream Kit, and you will not only get turmeric, but you'll get magnolia, pink pepper, green mandarin, yarrow palm, deodorant, mouthwash, body spray.
Kids kit.
Kids kit. That's what I was missing. So it's a fantastic, fantastic deal. I think it's only $230, and if you get it this month, you'll also get the car diffuser, the red mandarin, the kumquat, and the clementine, all in the same order, all for free. So I don't know why anybody would pass up on that.
And I would suggest don't delay if you are interested in that Dream Kit. They did mention that they might sell out at some point. So act sooner than later.
For sure. So one of the things I love about doTERRA is that they provide amazing education opportunities. And one of the things that they have out there is called the Empowered Life series. So when you go onto doTERRA.com, you can either type in Empowered Life series or hover over advocates and education, and this will pop up, Empowered Life series. And they've got different topics every month. Their series coming up is on travel tips. Actually, I think that was this month, early this month. And so that the recording will be available on doTERRA.com soon if it's not there already. And then next month, I'm not quite sure what our topic will be, but it's always something amazing. And you can go on and check out all of our old archived stuff as well.
Great resource, doTERRA.com. There's so much out there, it's almost a little overwhelming, but tons of great information on how to use the oils and incorporate them into your daily routine. And our upcoming events. So the calendar is packed, and this is just really exciting. There's a lot of events going on. Like we mentioned, next week we're going to switch it up on you guys. We're going to talk about red mandarin and kumquat. So ignore the pink pepper sitting on the slide there. We'll get to that one soon enough. And then next Monday night, October 22nd at 7 p.m., we are going to have a speed oiling event at the Lenox Community Center in St. Louis Park. Speed oiling, if you're not familiar with it, is kind of, we'll have multiple tables with different topics, and you get to spend a little bit of time at each table learning all different things. And it's really a fun way to get to learn more about the oils and how to use them. And Julie, do you want to touch on, do you guys have topics for that?
We're going to talk about sleep, digestion, immune support, and pain.
Awesome. I'm sure things that one of those speaks to everyone, especially immune support. Now we're in that season.
Sure are.
So please consider joining us. We're going to have a ton of fun that night. And then next Thursday, October 25th at 7 p.m., we have the honor of having one of the owners of doTERRA coming to us in Minneapolis. And it's going to be a blast. That'll be at the Hilton, downtown Minneapolis. And it's Corey Lindley is the owner that's coming out. He is the Chief Financial Officer. He has a great sense of humor. I love watching him speak. He's just very animated and fun. So he is going to kind of very gingerly wrap up our 3-day convention into 2 hours and try and give you a taste of what we experienced in September. It's going to be a lot of fun. So I hope that you will join us for that as well. Then on Monday, October 29th at 6:30 p.m., there is a class at the Grand Stay Hotel in Apple Valley, and that will be empowering your kids with essential oils. So they'll be talking a lot about our new kids kit at that class. And then Tuesday, October 30th and November 6th, those will both be Essential Oil 101 classes at the community room on Diamond Lake Road and Nicollet Avenue. And then Saturday, November 10th, if you are interested in sharing doTERRA with others or are building a business with doTERRA, we would love to invite you to our monthly business training. That will be, again, at 8 a.m., but we do it live via Zoom. So we invite you to join us in your jammies with your morning cup of coffee or tea and get some
milk.
Yes, or turmeric milk. To get some fun training and tips on how to share doTERRA with others. And then on Wednesday, November 14th, you want to get these on your calendar because I know we're heading into the holiday season. We are going to have a speed oiling event again, and this one will be out in Chanhassen at the Chanhassen Recreation Center. So we've got more events coming. These are just some that popped out this morning that I wanted to get in front of everyone. So put them on your calendar, and we hope to see you soon.
And I'm just going to put in a plug real quick before we wrap it all up. Again, our calendar is always available out there at oilerswithamission.com. So it's a Gmail calendar or Google Calendar. You can add it to your own, so you can be constantly in the know. So you don't have to wait for these announcements. You can hop on there all by yourself and figure things out. So I encourage you to do so that you have those resources at your fingertips.
Great point.
Have a fantastic week. We will see you next week with Kumquat and Red Mandarin. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.